Show. I'm wearing the official shirt of Seattle. It's press day here at what they used to call Russell Wilson Field, or Lumen Field. And it's sunny here in Seattle. And we talked to riders earlier for press day. Let's get to it. And thanks to Honda and the all-new CRF 250R, we're back on the Weege Show. Maybe I should use that money to buy a new shirt, because I've worn this same one to Seattle the last time we were here, and that was 2019. Hey, defending Supercross champion. I'm walking with a limp, so I can barely keep up. Yeah.
What happened, bro?
I don't know. I was day in the dirt got me. The Dade City. Dade City got me.
The dirt bikes or the
dirt
chugs?
bikes? The dirt bikes.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
the dirt
good.
bikes. Yeah, I can wear that with pride, right? Whatever. Hey, I gotta say, are you not a knee brace guy?
Knee pads for
You're
life.
a knee pad guy, and you've never had problems, for the most part.
Guy.
Don't say
Can't
that.
ask that.
Oh, oh.
I've been relatively healthy.
That's what we're gonna go with, relatively. Okay, so you're not here to brag on that, because then you start putting out bad mojo.
Yeah, you know,
okay.
Mojo's a thing.
Okay, all right, we never even said that. Everything's fine. Oh, this is gonna be stressful tomorrow night. Bro, how are you feeling with other stuff? Not the knees, the arm, everything else?
It's so-so, you know.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean, the hand was just a hairline fracture, so that one honestly isn't too bad where it is. I'm not really gripping in that position. It's been more the shoulder. It's just like a bone bruise, so just takes a few weeks and then you're back to good. Strength is not great, but it's just tough because you want to be able to race, but then when you're not quite at the level you want to be, it's tough. So we'll see what happens.
And I think there's extra frustration because you were finally getting there. Like, you leave Daytona thinking I'm right on the verge, right?
Exactly.
And now you got knocked back a peg.
Yep, but it is what it is. And you know, I think for me, just Indy, I wanted to go race and see where I was at, and then same with this weekend. I think the weekend off will really help me get back to 100%.
Okay.
And for those last, whatever it is, 5, 6, I'll be back in the mix, like you said, hoping to get that win. Maybe this weekend it happens. Maybe it starts downpouring, and you know, that's all you can ask for,
That's
right?
all you need, yeah. So you up and rooted and moved and everything. You're back at your old riding spot. That's what's happened, right? Are you back at Aldon's? You're riding there.
I've been there for 2 weeks now.
Okay.
No move yet. Just.
But your bike and everything moved over there.
Yeah.
But you're still living where you lived. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So went back to Aldon's after Daytona.
Yeah.
Before Detroit, and yeah, it was something that we just KTM kind of said, hey, we want you to do this, and we made it all work out. So yeah, been there now for 2 weeks.
Can we even say, plus you missed some time, can we even say it, anything we're watching now, does that have an impact at all, or is it too early to even say? Like, do you even know?
I think for me, the biggest thing was after Minneapolis with our bike change, or before Minneapolis,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We made a big bike change, and that I think got me closer to where I needed to be. And then, you know, there's benefits either way you look at it for sure. But it's good to kind of get back to, you know, not having everyone say that's the reason, I guess you could say.
Unfortunately, you signed up. You knew that if you didn't win like every race this year, you were probably going to get something.
Yeah, but it was good because it also was like, hey, when I stepped away from the training program I was on after the last West Coast and was with the Lawrence brothers and doing their program for those few weeks, and that also worked for me. So, but being back to Aldon's, you know, the comfort's there, the trust is there, and I know that it's worked in the past, and I think that as far as being with KTM, it makes the most sense. You know, they've invested a lot into it. So yeah, it'll be good to kind of get back, and I think we were able to really hash some things out that weren't working for either of us, and excited for the future.
Okay, all right. Too early to know. You just like, you go there, ride 5 days, and then suddenly you just win a moto by 30 seconds. It doesn't work like that.
I'm hoping.
Oh, okay.
Man,
All right. You would like it. Okay. Thank you. He's gonna go walk the track like the rest of the guys. That was cool. Yeah, I actually did a podcast. Check it out on our Racetracks podcast network with Aldon Baker. I didn't even know that it happened. This is 2 weeks ago, and he's like, well, now Cooper's back. And I'm like, wait, what? So check that out. Tomac's talking. LeBig gets everybody. We'll be right back. We'll grab more riders here. But I might mention this Scott Wallenberger, publisher. Weege Show is brought to you by this right here. This is the all-new Honda CRF 250R. Well, I can't. I'm talking about Hondas right now. Oh, yeah. You've had plenty of time with that. We'll grab you in a second. It's this motorcycle right here, and then we'll talk to Christian Craig, ridden by Hunter Lawrence, who was this close. We almost came into this race, if you remember, 250 West, battling for this title, and then this one whoop that Michael Mosiman said was shaped like a curb at the last West race claimed him and Mosiman and a bunch of other guys. And suddenly now Craig is looking at about a 1 race lead in the series, but the bike is good. The Lawrence brothers have both gotten wins on that all-new bike, which is lighter, stronger, and faster for 2022. Check it out at your local Honda dealer or go to powersports.honda.com. It looks good. And I take it back. I didn't like the original 96 font when I saw it, but I take it back. It actually looks okay once I got used to it. It's very unique, let's put it that way. No, we're doing it. We were doing an interview with Jason Anderson.
I went to a coffee shop right
It's funny, like, you have this great persona, we know, but this is not normally your deal. You're not Mr. Interview guy, but we got you today. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here on press day, so if I want to ride, I got to do this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's part of it.
Is Cowie PR just going to make it happen, or you're cool? You don't need to be forced.
Force him in anything.
Okay.
He's here.
He's all for it.
Pay to play program. He's all right with it.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some laps, so there's your payback. Yeah. Did you miss any time riding, really, or even going into last week? Were you about on your normal schedule after the crash 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I was basically on my normal schedule.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't feel like if you miss a couple of days of riding that it's going to affect you too much. You know?
Might even be good.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I think that in the long run, I think if you miss a couple of days of riding, it's not the best for, like, obviously, you know, your base and stuff like that. But yeah, I felt missing like at least 1 day is not going to hurt you.
No.
Hop on the spin bike for an hour and makes up for it, you know?
There you go. Yeah, like when you won the heat race last week, did that surprise you, or did you feel like, no, I'm riding just like I had, everything's back to normal?
Oh yeah, I don't feel like, even like Detroit and stuff, I was good.
Yeah.
I just, you know, obviously crashed, and then last weekend I felt like I could have done really well, and my heat race was good. Practice, I think I was P2, so it was nothing, it was just another weekend. So I'm just trying to, you know, keep building and realistically learn this bike a little bit more, because it still is new to me at times. You know, I've never ridden it on any of these terrains. So it's a process, but I think the hardest part for me is just going from a steel frame to an aluminum frame, which is a really big jump. You know? Yeah. So that's tough.
It's weird because you're so good right off the bat that I think everybody's like, he's dialed, but you still feel there's places to go.
It really catches me off guard sometimes, you know, especially in some areas. It surprises me good, surprises me bad, you know, but at the level we're at, we're able to adapt whenever we're uncomfortable, and and I feel like the team's done a really good job with that.
And they are giving you flexibility, because that was this narrative we were starting here, and I talked to Bruce about this. He said, I can ask Jason or Adam. There are options. You can make changes if you want to make changes. There are options. They're flexible.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I think Kawasaki is very transparent.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm really transparent with them. I don't feel like I've ever been not transparent with any of the teams I've been riding for.
Yeah.
It's just maybe my transparency hasn't been what they wanted, you know?
Okay.
And I feel like right now they really trust my effort and everything that I want to put in, and that's the cool part with where I'm at right now.
Right. So have you tried some things that you wanted to try that didn't work, and you go back to where you started? Has that process happened also?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been weekends where we've tried different forks and stuff in practice, and then we just went back to our base setting.
Figured.
You know?
Yeah.
But the thing is even if we don't run it, I think we learn a lot from it. Yes. So it's not, for me, I'm thinking more long goal than I am, you know, just tonight. You know, just as far as bike setup and everything. Yeah. And it's sometimes too, I get confused whether it's the different feeling in bike or the chassis or the fork change or whatever. Sure. As far as interpreting what I'm feeling.
Did you always have this level of knowledge, or is this something you've gained through the years? Like 22-year-old Jason Anderson, do you know this much about bike and feel and testing, or is this something you've gotten better at through the years?
I feel like I've always had pretty good feel. Okay. If I'm being honest, I think a lot, and I think that as far as like my bike and everything like that. So what's cool here is I feel like they really trust me and allow me to use my brain and kind of be right there with them while we're at the drawing board.
Yes. So you were like 3 points down a few weeks ago. That's a bummer that you're not, but you're still not thinking of each weekend and just this year. Yeah. You're still happy with overall progress, even for the future.
Yeah, like I told Cowie when I came in, I said I really believe that when you sign with a new team that you could have success, but I believe the long-term goal is still there, and I really wanted to just focus on this year is progressing every weekend.
Okay.
You know, and learning, and even if we have bad weekends, still focus on that goal of, you know, being a year 2 and 3, being really being able to have a shot at winning one of these championships. So it's a bummer that it was really close.
Yeah.
But the thing that I really want to remind them and stuff like that, and they're on board with it, is that I think that long-term success is what I'm looking for right now.
Right.
So I always tell them I'm like short-term losses for long-term gains.
There you go.
But at the end of the day, you know, it kind of sucks. The situations that have happened.
Sure.
You can't. Nothing I can say can make me feel any better about that. But it is what it is, and I'm just trying to enjoy it, and they are helping me.
What's interesting, you're 29 now, right?
Yep.
29. You're thinking I almost feel longer term now, how long you want to stay in this and stay engaged and still going for it than you even felt a couple years ago. That's what I sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But at that time, I wanted to win one, and that would be, you know, that was my goal, and I didn't really think past that.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then now I'm definitely thinking a lot longer.
Yeah.
Because, dude, what the hell am I gonna do if I don't race dirt bikes?
I love it.
Like,
I love it. There are some dudes 2 or 3 years younger than you, not going to name names, that you need to tell them, hey, I was once there. When you're my age now, you'll see that you don't want to give this up. Don't try to.
No, I'm gonna let them struggle.
Okay. Less guys to worry about.
Yeah.
I like that strategy. That's good stuff. There you go. Yeah, stay in the dumps, everybody. Don't race this guy. All right, good job. Thanks for forcing him to do it, Zach. No, he did not do it. He did not do that. That is good stuff from Jason Anderson there. Good overall perspective. You know where the series falls right now. We have this strange situation, right, where Tomac has a massive points lead, but the racing is super close. What's up, Shu? Maybe this summer you can be my camera guy again. Can we do this? Yeah. She was my camera guy from Rebecca Washugel. And so the racing has been spectacularly close. We had like 5 guys on the same straightaway about halfway through last week's main. So don't let the points fool you. Same thing in the 250 class, because Moseman and Shimoda and Lawrence, who are trying to put pressure on Craig, are back. So even though Craig has a big points lead, could have a battle for the wins. And we'll try to talk to the star guys here in a second. First of all, how are you doing? How was the break for you, Nate Thrasher?
Yeah, it was good. A little bit more time on the bike, just getting things dialed in, worked on our weaknesses, and yeah, we're coming out swinging. Wrist feels good. It's a little sore still, but it's still good. I think we're 100% ready to go, and yeah, ready to fight. Okay,
look, I'm sure the results weren't what you wanted, but did you feel the riding was better than the results in the first half of the year?
Yeah, for sure. Less in podium slip away. Just stupid little crashes in podium positions, which kind of sucks. And it wasn't perfect in the beginning. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare this offseason. 4 weeks on the bike coming into Anaheim. Was planning on.
Was this all the way back from the shoulder from the Millville whoops?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's still kind of, shoulder wasn't perfect coming in the season, but now it's good, and I feel like it's back to where it needs to be. But coming in, the plan was to race East Coast all along.
I see.
Kitchen got hurt right at the end, so I had to switch, make an adjustment right away. So didn't have a lot of time on the bike, didn't really feel that prepared coming in, but yeah, we're just building every weekend. Felt like I got better, and then trying to get.
So you think you're better now than you were at Anaheim 1? This will be a better opener.
Yeah.
Okay,
so.
There we go. Yeah. That's positive. Now for you, did you sweat it out at all? Like, I just got to stay clean and healthy and stay out of trouble the whole time, because you made it, you're here. Was that in the back of your mind, this whole break?
A little bit. I'd say like with the outdoor stuff.
Yep.
Like I wanted to be there, but I didn't. Like I wanted to keep doing my Supercross stuff.
Sure.
Like I wanted to stay in my zone.
Yes.
But like I had to shut that off and go do my 450 outdoor stuff. And, and once I was able to get a couple motos in, we did 2 solid weeks outdoors and then jump back onto this thing. So yeah, I mean, obviously I've never been in this position, so I'm just trying to stay calm, focused, and just take it race by race.
Does it matter at all? You ended up with a much bigger points lead than we thought you were going to have, just the way it ended at that very last race. Does that help? Does that hurt? Does it almost make it a weird situation to be in?
Yeah, I'd say like a little bit weird.
That's what I was thinking,
I was in that mode of like, let's just try to keep getting that points bigger. And Hunter kept taking it away, and then I grow it, take it away. So to leave A3 and then 5-week break with the 28-point lead, I mean, it was cool, but it was also like, all right, like, how do I treat these last 4? And after a couple weeks, it's like, you know, I treat them just like the first 6. You know, I try to go out and win practice, and then win the heat race and go from there. So it's nothing changes.
Because what I figure is everybody thinks, oh, just back it down. But how many times in your life have you gone to a race and said, back it down?
No, never.
Never. Yes, exactly.
It's always been, you got to win tonight. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
Let's try to do the best possible. So nothing changes. It's like, I mean, yeah, the points lead's nice, but if say there's rain tomorrow or something, you never know. You know, so I got to stay on the offense and just keep doing what I'm doing. Nothing changes.
Okay, all right. That's Star Racing, guys. You know he was riding and racing while you're off.
I was getting mud prep in.
He got mud prep in. He'll be ready if it rains this weekend. All right, thanks, guys. That's the Monster Yamaha Star Racing boys. That's Thrasher and Craig. Again, thanks to Honda for backing our show. Thanks to Jason Anderson for the time. Let's grab Troll Train. Why not? Troll Train. Got a sec. You're coming to our show tonight.
I am.
Yes.
I am.
Now look, you're so big time. We went through the team. We did not reach out directly to you. We felt like you probably have handlers and you're insulated. Yeah.
I was a little butthurt you didn't come to me directly, actually.
Oh, you would have preferred it that way.
What the heck?
You know what? Honestly, Steve says he's the biggest Troll Train fan, but he's the one that did it that way. And I'm like, why is he not just going out?
I actually tried calling me. He red button me.
Oh, maybe you're not going to show up now.
I'm pissed.
Gosh. How did it go last week?
So the whole day was good.
Okay,
Qualified
okay.
P9.
Yeah.
First top 10 qualifying.
All right.
In the 450 class. And I was actually in 10th or 11th in the main.
Yeah.
About 6 laps in, and I hit an edge in the whoops and went down.
I feel like your crashes are like, they're not huge cartwheel yard sales. It's like the tiniest thing prevents you from having a good night.
Yeah, it was frustrating because the whole day felt good.
Yeah,
Even the main started well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I crashed. I mean, it wasn't a gnarly crash, but I bent the bars, bent the subframe, and I was pretty banged up, so I just kind of rode it home. So.
Well, that's the part we saw, but I knew there had to be a reason that we saw the rolling around.
Yeah. So that was not a good one to do that in, though.
Not that track.
With the ruts and all that.
No. Oh, having bent bars.
Mm-hmm.
Are you salivating a little bit because look, dude, guys are getting crazy good finishes lately.
Yeah.
Are you looking at like, oh man, this is my chance to? I mean, you could top 10, right?
Yeah.
Do you look at it that way?
The guys that I've been beating in the West Coast.
Yes.
I've been getting around top 10. So that's what's frustrating is it's like I just need to keep it on 2 wheels and we'll be okay because the speed's there, fitness is there. Just need to ride a steady, smooth race. I mean, see, Chase and I, we flew over here together.
Okay.
We had a 6-hour flight, so we were planning.
Florida.
Yeah.
From Florida.
I had asked him how many times I laughed at him last weekend.
Oh, building up that confidence.
That's the first thing he said, and I'm like, let's focus on the positives here, man. Come on.
First, I said to him at the airport, like, hey, how many times did we laugh at last weekend?
Oh, confidence is sky high now. Oh gosh, where does the fitness come from, by the way?
Trolltrain.com.
Okay, there we go. Good job. We'll see you tonight.
Hey, what's wrong with your leg?
I heard it at Dade City, believe it or not. Day in the dirt, but it's just like a meniscus. It's nothing. Like
Was
for
it
you
from
guys.
The burnout?
It's just that was pride. That hurt. Snap my pride. Burnout or lack thereof. All right, we're gonna go. Thanks, Troll Train. That's it for Weege Show. That's a Honda 450. The 250's over there. Oh, Hunter's over there. Let's go chat with him real quick. Let's go chat with Hunter. Did you order this? Yeah, bro, look at that.
You know the vibe.
No.
Walking over
yeah,
here.
you like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I knew you were walking over
yes,
here.
I was, and then you got like intro music. That was cool. I was gonna say like, how are you after the last time we saw you crash? But I've seen you 12 times in between riding and riding. I have. So I know you're good.
You're good. What about you? How does it feel to do a burnout?
Honestly, I don't know because does that even count?
It does. You spun tire.
Okay, I did spin tire.
It's a little burnout. We'll welcome you to the club.
Yeah. Well, what I learned was I'm like, hey, did you see they stopped the guys and made them do burnouts? And they're like, no, that was us. We were they. It was the Red Bull crew that did it. Yes.
Yeah, we were getting stopped. They wouldn't let us pass through.
Do you have some some burnout experience that you were able to rely on in that moment?
Yes.
You've done it.
In legal areas, yes.
Oh, of course. Are there such things? I don't even.
Yes, there is.
You had a picture of a 450 which freaked everybody out.
Yeah, that was funny.
Was that to freak everybody out, or are you just like, oh, it's a picture, bro? I didn't mean to freak everybody out.
I got new stickers on the 450.
Okay.
Like practice 450, what do you want to call it?
Yes.
And I walked in, I'm like, that thing looks sick, because it was just 250 graphics on it.
Yeah.
And they sent me the 450 ones with the white background.
Yep.
I said, damn, that thing looks good. Some fresh plastics. I'm like, oh.
That was it.
And I thought it was funny. It's good to see everyone's opinion on what a sack of shit I was for taking the points drop out and all this, not pointing out. So it was funny. It was good to see everyone's opinion on it. And
well, yes, I didn't realize. So the strategy would be to not point out. You would still race, but race a 450. Is that what people actually thought was going to happen?
Yeah. They said because Kenny went out, I was going to go in and do that.
Okay, and then not score points.
This and then not score points was to race that and to fill in. There was some other special conspiracy theories, which is always good. I mean, like anything, the internet's full of conspiracy theories. So
I was thinking you'd be in the stands with your gear on, and if Craig had any sort of problem, you run down and suddenly say, I'm going to score points now.
Yeah, hold on. It's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm good.
Yes. DNF'd, I'd be like, oh, hey guys, it's me. I'm actually all good.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly.
I'm actually okay.
But you ride a 450 anyway. You have a 450 anyway?
We have some there. It's more for like when outdoors, you know, the track's a mud hole and we get a fresh built bike.
Yeah.
It's more just, hey, let's not kill the bike today. Let's, you know, go out there. Stuff like that. Jump on, have fun, and bits and pieces.
Because these things, they go through motors, I'm sure. Your race bike, practice bike.
And I mean, it's like we're pulling every bit of horsepower.
Exactly.
We're extracting all the power out of the engine at all times when we ride them. So especially when the track's just a mud hole and stuff, it's a little, you know, just like, well, think of the team, think of saving the bike a little more, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, so. It's not because it's not even new. You've been riding a 450.
It's not, everyone does it.
Okay. All right, we learned something.
Thank you, Weege.
That's our show sponsor, the CRF 250R. What's up?
Learning something.
We just did. Yeah. He's not running out of the stand saying, actually, I'm not hurt because I can score points. That was actually a thought. There was a discussion. These teams are getting so keen on the 250 pointing out rules where there was rumors around that Hunter was not even going to race here because you essentially get 3 years to score a certain amount of points in this class, and this would be his second year going over that points threshold. He's just a few points under it now, so if he has a decent finish tomorrow night, he would go over it for the second time, which means if he does it again next year, he could be booted from the class. So there was thoughts of, oh, is he just going to take a dive? Well, he's racing. That would have been pretty bad if they did that, because technically there's still 4 races to go. 28 points, that's totally doable. That's it for the Weege Show here. Thanks to Honda, and they're gonna go ride, and I'll throw some clips in under the show. And we have a live show tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow night post-race. Thanks for watching.